Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn, and for today's topic, I'm going to talk about the Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass as she is facing criticism because of her handling of the wildfires.
You look back at the LA Times now, for days prior to this event, they were jumping up and down saying this actually could get really bad. And she's over there in Ghana for this ceremonial. What? Why?
Not there with your team. Who gives a heck about Ghana? You know that that's what you get when you want to become the mayor of Los Angeles. And you want to play these silly games about wanting to build homes for the homeless in LA instead of taking that money and taking care of people in LA County who have worked their whole lives to get homes. Take care of those people.
Fire chiefs say that they're really stretched to the limit and running out of water. What have you got to say to that?
Me, okay?
Have you no response to that? Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today?
Can you back up? I appreciate it.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster?
Right now, if you need help, emergency information, resources, and shelter is available. All of this can be found at URL.
So at the LA Times, we endorse Karen Bass. I think right now in front, that's a mistake, and we admit that. And I think we were one of the few to say competence matters.
I'm confident you're going to be an outstanding mayor of LA.
Thank you so much.
She danced around reporters' questions on why she went AWOL when her city needed her the most.
What explains this lack of preparation and rapid response?
Let me just say, first and foremost, my number one focus, and I think the focus of all of us here with one voice, is that we have to protect lives, we have to save lives, and we have to save homes. Rest assured that when rest assured, let me finish. Rest assured, when that is done, when we are safe, when lives have been saved and homes have been saved.
Do you think your leadership was effective while responding to this disaster?
I just said what I believe is the most important thing for us to do right now.
Do you have any concern about blowing through the reserve before the state and federal money will arrive?
So let me just say that, as I said a few minutes ago, our number one priority right now is to save lives, to protect lives, to save homes. When I think of individuals who have lost their homes, it's not just a matter of losing a house. You've lost memories, family, all of the experiences that took place there are gone, and gone unexpectedly, gone rapidly.
That firefighters ran out of water while they were trying to save homes overnight. And now, some new insight into the readiness of the LA City Fire Department. The fire department is facing an unprecedented operational challenge due to the elimination of critical civilian positions and a $7 million reduction in overtime. And the chief wrote, without this funding, pilot compliance and readiness are jeopardized and aerial firefighting capabilities are diminished.
While Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass continues to face criticism for being on the other side of the globe as her city burned to the ground, despite knowing the fire risk. Bass proceeded with her trip to Africa as part of a delegation sent by President Biden for the inauguration of Ghana's new president.
Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong, whose paper just today released an explosive investigative report on how ill-prepared Los Angeles was for these devastating wildfires. They report, quoting now, Pacific Palisades Reservoir was offline and empty when the firestorm exploded. It's good to see you, sir. Thank you. Never is local news reporting and important reporting needed more in times like this. When your team of reporters brought you this, that the reservoir was offline and empty, what was your response?
That it's so crazy that we have leaders that are reactive rather than proactive. I mean, it really emphasizes what I tweeted yesterday about issues of competence. And I think that's when we're really concerned. We don't elect people. with great operational competence.
It's never when one thing goes wrong, it's when multiple things goes wrong. We argued last night that what we are seeing is not a failure, but is a success of policies, that the policies that were put in place have led to these events. Is that pretty much how you see it as well?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, right, there's really no surprise that we would have fires. In fact, we lived through a fire just a couple of years ago. So the idea that, for example, we don't create fire breaks, we actually reduce the budget. We actually don't inspect the hydrants. Apparently there's we'll be doing this investigation of a valve that actually could have actually increased the pressure, the absence of water in the reservoirs. Now you hear all these excuses, and I just heard this excuse about disinformation. I mean, I think that's outrageous when you have thousands of acres burning and 10 people are dead, so at least. So yes, I think the policies were misplaced. We have to ask our questions, where are we spending the money and why?
Countless homes and buildings have been reduced to rubble and conditions are expected to worsen. And under Karen Bass's so-called leadership, the budget for the LA Fire Department was cut by $18 million last year, which is actually less than her initial proposal, because initially Karen Bass thought it would be a good idea to cut it by more than $23 million, while making sure there was more money for the Civil and Human Rights and Equity Department so a transgender cafe could go up, which tells you exactly about where her priorities have been as mayor. Now, who was it that endorsed Karen Bass? Former President Barack Obama.
You've always been on the right side of the issues that we care so deeply about.
Thank you.
And, but as you know, you got to run through the tape.
Exactly.
So you got a little more work to do.
Exactly.
But I'm really proud of you and grateful for your friendship. More importantly, grateful for the service you've rendered all these years and all the stuff you're going to do in the future.
Well, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me, and it means the world of Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Okay. I want the residents of Los Angeles region to have faith in what we are doing 24 hours a day. I can say on behalf of our first responders, from the fire department, the police department, we are doing everything we can to bring the situation under control.
If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. And if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.